Hi everyone.
Hi.
My name is Renee.
My name's Leah.
And we are a mom and a daughter, and we love to read. And so when I was younger, I used to love mysteries. I still love mysteries. And so
We've been reading Nancy Drew.
yes, I want to get my daughter into loving mysteries. So my mom, Leah's grandma, bought her Nancy Drew series. It's actually...
There's series 1 and 2.
Yeah.
There's the Hidden Staircase and The Secret of the Old Clock.
So we're reading the first one, which is The Secret of the Old Clock. And so what we're going to do in this video series is we're going to read a chapter, and then after each chapter, we had an idea to come on here and tell you what the chapter is about. So how many chapters have we read so far?
We read 4 chapters so far because we've been reading it for a
couple nights.
couple nights.
Okay, so since we just had this idea to do this video series, we got to go all the way back to chapter 1. So do you want to start off with chapter 1 and tell them what happened? Hold on.
Sure.
Okay.
So
chapter 1, let's see. What was it called? Okay.
It was called The Rescue.
Okay. Do you remember what happened in chapter 1?
So, Nancy Drew and her father lived together, and then her mom died.
Yeah.
So it was just her and the house cleaner, Miss Hannah, and then it was her, and she got a new convertible on her 18th birthday, and then
You remember. Good job.
And when she was driving, she saw a little girl in a moving van. The moving van almost ran her over, and her right hand went into the water, and Nancy Drew saved her.
Nancy Drew saved her. So the little girl was in her yard, and she was crossing the street.
She was just running.
Yeah, and this moving van was coming fast, and then the little girl went across the street, and she stood on this like wall,
It was like the edge.
The edge.
Yeah.
And then she lost her balance and she fell in.
She almost fell in. Only her right hand fell out.
No, remember, she fell. She fell off the wall. She fell all the way down.
Oh yeah.
And so the moving van just kept driving, and Nancy pulled her convertible over, like Leah said, and Nancy went out and rescued the little girl. So the little girl's name is
Judy.
Yes.
And then she has these aunts because her mom and her dad died when she was 2 years old because she had
it was a boating accident.
Yeah, a boating
accident. Kind of sad. So her 2 great aunts are raising her, and so they're the ones that live in that house.
Edna
and I can't remember her name.
We have to look at the text.
Oh, Edna and Mary Turner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mary and Turner.
Edna and Mary Turner. So Nancy goes and saves the little girl and brings her to the house where her aunts are.
And then she sat on the couch, and her head was hurting with a big lump. And then Edna and Mary Turner, they were just staring at her completely.
They were really scared that she had hurt herself, but luckily little Judy was okay, and they were really, really happy that Nancy had brought her back to them.
But then...
Wait, okay, I think that was like the end.
No.
Wait. What happened? Is that the end of chapter 1?
No, because of the...
Oh. Okay.
And then
So Nancy's there, the little girl's okay, and Nancy's just talking to the aunts, and she finds out that the aunts unfortunately
lost their phone and their teacup cattle.
Yes, but the aunts also tell Nancy that they don't have a lot of money.
They have small income.
Good job. Yes, they have a small income, and so they don't have a lot of money, and so they do a lot of like sewing and stuff to make money to raise little Judy. And so one of the things they were doing, remember?
They were knitting dresses, but they didn't have they got older, so they got slower.
They're older, they're elderly. So they're elderly, and so it takes them a long time to make dresses, so they don't make a lot of money. And so that moving van, remember that moving van? What was the moving van doing at their house?
They were moving furniture. They were
Oh, okay. So it's okay, we read a lot.
Yeah.
So what ends up happening is the moving van came to the house and knocked on the door and said, do you have anything that you want to sell? And so the two aunts were like, yeah, we need money. And there were a couple things that they were willing to sell.
Yeah.
And so then when Nancy is getting ready to leave,
they like, let me get some tea, and then the tea kettle was gone.
They realized
the phone was gone.
They realized a lot of their stuff had been stolen
by the moving truck, because we think they're thieves.
We think they're thieves. And so we got to go back a little bit too. So when the aunts were talking to Nancy about their small income, they explained that they had a family member named
Josiah
Crawley, who had a lot of money, and he really loved Judy and he loved them.
Because they were
cousins.
Yeah.
And so he was like, when I die, I'm going to leave you some money. And so unfortunately, Josiah Crawley dies, and the will comes out, and they're not in the will. So when Josiah started to get older, he actually moved in with another family called the
Richard Tophams, and you might know they're rich.
Yes, the guy's name was Richard Tophams. He has a wife and 2 daughters. Josiah moved in with them, and then all of a sudden the will changed. So now all the money is going to who?
The Richard Tophams, and then they live with them, so maybe that's how the will changed.
We don't know. So that's chapter 1.